Hey, what's up everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing the DAZN recap for Saturday, October 7th. That was headlined by Gilberto Ramirez and Joe Smith Jr. in a cruiserweight eliminator, WBA title eliminator. Now before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel up here. So this fight ended up being a pretty good one. You know, these two guys came in, I think the contracted weight was 192, and they came in, both weighed in, on weight, both big punchers. We're looking to leave no doubt who the better man was. And Gilberto Ramirez over 10 rounds pretty much outworked Joe Smith, but one, I'm gonna complain not just about the scorecard. The scorecard, it shouldn't have been that wide. They had it basically 9 rounds to 1, and I thought it was probably around a 7-3, 6-4 type fight. You know, so I didn't like the scorecards, but my bigger complaint is why the hell is a title eliminator over 10 rounds? How is that a title eliminator? If you are getting ready to fight for a world title and it's a big fight like this, and it is because I just read today that Gilberto Ramirez is now gonna wait around for the winner of Gulamirian and Dorticos that was just ordered for the WBA title. Why isn't the fight being fought over 12 rounds like a championship fight? You know, and it's not like the two fighters aren't used to 12 rounds. I mean, you got two former champions. Gilberto Ramirez has fought 12 rounds quite a few times in his career. He's a former 2-time super middleweight champ. He challenged Dimitri Bivol for the light heavyweight title last year. Joe Smith Jr. has been around for at least 5-6 years. He's been a very solid contender at light heavyweight. He hasn't won 12 rounds too many times, but he goes into fights, you know, knowing that they're 12 rounds. And he's also a former champion, you know, at light heavyweight. So I just think it's a joke. Last year, the WBO did this with Dogbe and Joet Gonzalez, and that one pissed me off even more because that fight was razor thin. You could have called it either way after 10 rounds, and I would have loved to see what those two guys would have given in the championship rounds. You know, like I said, this prepares you for a championship fight. So I thought it was ridiculous that it was over 10 rounds. The announcer said that it was originally supposed to be 12, and for some reason got bucked down to 10. But be that as it may, I didn't have a problem with Ramirez getting the 10-round decision. And also, you know, I don't know. Both guys seem to be in pretty good shape going into the championship round, so you could have argued either way that it would have ended or not ended before 12. So I'm not really upset about that too much. You know, because I did pick Ramirez to win anyways. You know, I thought he was going to win the fight. But Joe Smith showed a lot of heart. After the fight, both guys, you know, obviously Joe Smith said, you know, he had said maybe he'd go back down to 175 if it was a big enough fight, and they asked him after the fight, he said no way. So Joe Smith, I think he'll make a run here at 200, and I hope he does. And Gilberto Ramirez, congrats to him. He's now officially a cruiserweight, and he's going to try to become a champion there. So good luck to him. A guy like him, and a guy like Joe Smith for that matter, really make the cruiserweight division an attractive division, because the cruiserweights are actually losing Badu Jack because he's given up the WBC title. He was probably the biggest quote-unquote name in terms of name recognition, and now they're losing him. But to add Gilberto Ramirez and Joe Smith really kind of gives this division a shot in the arm, some new faces, and it's good for the division. So looking forward to seeing that in 2024. And that's it. That's what I got. That's my DAZN recap from Saturday, October 7th that was headlined by Ramirez and Joe Smith in a cruiserweight eliminator. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.